Well, if you need a shoulder to cry on, I'd say my time is perfect with you.
Oh, yeah. I think maybe I'm just building this whole thing up too much. Besides, my problems are nothing compared to what you've been through.
No, I won't let you say that.
Why?
I see there's nothing more important than the love between two people. There's nothing else I learned that much after what I've been through. It really is important, and love is important to life, and without it, your life can be kind of empty.
Duke.
No, it's okay. You see, to love someone is, well, it's better than nothing. I still love Anna very much. And of course, little Robin, I still love her too, but, well, I don't know how I'm going to deal with it when I have to face the fact that maybe they no longer love me.
Well, I won't let you say that either.
Well, I guess now you know why I've come here.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to fight for her. I'm going to fight very, very hard for her. I have to know what the odds are, though. Can you tell me?
Tell you? I don't know what you mean by the odds.
How does she feel about me? You saw her while I was gone, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
And you have to protect my feelings. How does she feel?
She's hurt. She's very hurt.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, she would be.
Well, sometimes the hurt goes so deep that you don't really know how to handle all the other feelings.
What did she say about me?
She was so hurt, she didn't really want to talk about you.
You don't have to be kind, you know. You can tell me.
All she said was that you would no longer be in her life anymore. Sorry.
No. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry for me. I know she's left poor Charles. She's taken Robin with her. But do we know she's gone forever, or will she come back?
You can't really be sure. I'm not trying to be nice.
No, I know. But I get the feeling you're not certain she's not going to come back.
Well, she's very strong, and she's got a lot of pride. And I like to think that maybe she's got some people here that she loves, and she has friends. And Robin, and there's some people important to Robin, too. And her godfathers, whom she just adores. And Anna's a fighter. She may not fight for herself, but she would do battle with anyone or anything for Robin's sake.
Oh, yeah. She would, I know.
So, yeah, she might come back to Port Charles and try to remake her life.
Might.
I can't be positive about that either.
Oh, well, might's a straw, you know. No, I don't want to go clutching at straw. I mean, she just might not ever want to see me again, ever.
But you can't be positive. Have you talked to anybody else?
I would talk to Sean, but, well, he's deeply involved in something.
Well, there's Buzz. He may know a lot more about Anna's feelings than I do right now.
I could talk to Buzz. I'll do that. And thank you. You know, your friendship was very, very important to me. You're a good friend. I'm lucky.
Thanks. Go see Buzz.
I will. Before I go, you promise me one thing.
What?
Don't you give up on Frisco. You take that one extra step. Do you hear me? What you to have is very, very precious. I'll see you.
Bye.
Donnelly's office.
Oh, Frisco?
Felicia, what do you want?
I wanted to plan something very special for this evening, and I was wondering what time you might be home.
I don't know when I'll be home.
Well, I thought maybe we could have somebody over for dinner.
Honey, I'm with Sean right now. I really can't talk.
Then don't.
Frisco, come on, we've got to get those prints out of the scanner.
Right.
Come on, let's move.
to go to the Orient. We didn't get to go anywhere. We didn't get to go to Australia. Oh, wow. Now we couldn't go anywhere. Who is it? Come in.
Question is, my dear, do you want to see me?
What?
You sound very angry. What is all of this?
Well, I threw everything there. I'm angry. I'm furious. I am just furious with Frisco. He thinks about nothing but the WSB. He doesn't care about anything except for playing cloak and dagger with Sean. He doesn't care about me. All he thinks about is the WSB, and he doesn't care about me.
Does that work?
What?
Throwing things.
Yes, it does.
Do you mind?
What?
I want to see if it works for me.
Oh. Sometimes it takes more than one thing, Bobby. Be sure you don't break anything, because if you break something, then it makes you even more angry, and you don't want to get any more angry, because that defeats the whole purpose of throwing everything. Why are you so upset?
Good old smirky Lucy Coe. You got problems with the WSB?
Yes, I know I do.
You don't know what a problem is until you come up against Lucy Coe. Would you like me to continue this, or you want to let us a little more steam?
Oh, no, I'm fine. I don't want to hurt the pillows anymore. You go ahead.
I sound like such a grind whenever I talk about it. And, I feel like I'm this lonely voice out in the wilderness.
Oh, please don't be lonely. I'm right here.
Well, thank you very much, because I can't stand that glazed look that I get in Jake's eyes every time I mention the name Lucy Coe. You want to hear about her latest stunt? Nobody in the world will believe that it was a stunt except for me.
I would.
Tony decided yesterday to give little Lucy a little birthday party. However, Lucy had invited Jake and me to come over there for lunch because we have some problems and we had to talk about them. So there we are, Jake and I over there, when Lucy walks in to Tony's happy birthday banner and surprise, and she acts so touched and so surprised and so sweetly, sickeningly sentimental.
Ah. So she knew he was giving her that surprise birthday party all along?
Very perceptive, my dear, and thank you very much. Every single time I try to bring this up to Jake, he acts as though he's shocked about the way my mind works.
Well, Lucy brings out the worst in everybody.
And the thing is, I know she did it for our benefit. I can't prove it, but I know she did it for our benefit. She just played the whole thing.
She must have been convincing, huh?
Ah, to the man, are you kidding? Of course. Not to me, though. She's like this poor little match girl who's being adopted by Daddy Warbucks.
I know exactly what you mean, and you can't breathe a word of it to Tony either, can you?
Not to Jake, either.
What is she up to?
Tony. She's worming her way into Tony's life.
Tony got angry with me the other day because I said something like that. And I said, I'll just stay out of your personal life.
Is Frisco aware of what's going on?
Bobby, Frisco only knows the WSB.
And when I say anything to Tony, he just becomes more protective of little Lucy. And I have to be very careful of what I say to him because I don't want to drive him into her clutches.
When Frisco and I were there, she made it perfectly clear that she was the lady of the house.
You know, the thing is, you can't blame Tony for any of this. And it's true. After you lose somebody that you really love, it takes at least a year before you can even feel straight about it. And it's common knowledge you're not supposed to make any important decisions, not for a very long time.
I miss Tanya. She was really good for us. All of us.
You really do lose your identity when you lose a partner that you really love. It takes a while before you really know who you are again.
What do we do?
Well, I'm just going to wait for her to make another mistake, only this time with witnesses. Because I'll tell you something, you can't say anything if you can't prove it. Lord knows I've lived with a lawyer long enough to know that.
I'm definitely going to keep an eye on her. You know, there's been something in the back of my head, and I really can't figure it out. It's about Tanya.
Give it your best shot.
Well, it seems to me that when Tony faced his loss, he found it unendurable. Now, if he could just realize that... what I'm trying to say is that it wasn't a complete loss, because we still have Tanya in our hearts. And if we could figure out some way that he could just let that go.
Felicia?
What?
That's it. What you just said. About letting it go.
How?
Well, you remember that idea that Tanya had about setting up a child care center at General?
Yes, I do. And we were going to continue on with it after she died as a memorial.
Well, come on, let's get on with it now because it's
All
a
right.
terrific idea and it's going to be very good for all of us. And I think it'll be especially good for Tony because then he won't feel such a sense of complete loss.
Starting to feel good about this already.
You know what we have to do with this? We've got to take it to Steve Hardy.
All right, when?
Right now?
Right now. I'll get my bag.